What is up, everybody? Welcome to the weekend edition of Robeytech and all of the stuff that's basically happened today. It's so good to see everybody here. It looks like we got a sub. Oh no, that was 19 hours ago, but Necrox US, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the show. Huge shout out to NZXT and Intel for sponsoring today's episode. We're going to be building inside of the NZXT H7, showing a great mid-range build off inside of this case. And you know, we'll talk a little bit about the parts and stuff like that. You know, it's a showcase build, but it should still be fun. But it's good to see everybody. How frozen? I am frozen. You're right. What's going on there? I'm frozen. I can't see, so let's fix that. Okay. I'm like sitting here talking to nobody. Let's deactivate that and reactivate that. There we go. It should be good now. Yes, there we go. Okay, well, welcome everybody. I just wanted to test you. I'm frozen. We're all good. What's going on? Happy Saturday, everybody. Just got finished cleaning my glasses so I can actually see you guys. How is our Saturday doing? It's good to see you. Yeah, we're back. All good for now. I was frozen and now I'm not. We already got somebody having me stretch. It just started. Look what's going on. Yeah, let's get that stretch in before the stream. Okay, there we go. Oh, my stretch. It actually feels good to stretch because we did like chest and arms to fail in Orange Theory yesterday. So my arms are actually a little bit sore. So it should be good. Happy almost Father's Day. Yes, I got my Father's Day gift today, and it was pretty epic. My wife and my kids got me pilot license lessons, so I'm actually going to be going up on the 25th for my first lesson, and then I'm actually going to be, I don't know if you know, I'm a huge fan of planes, and so my kids and my wife got me flying lessons, and so yeah, so I'm actually pretty stoked about it. So going to be starting that. So that's going to be another thing that I'm going to be doing, which will be fun. So that'll probably be something you guys will get to see on the Shorts and Lifestyle channel. So if you guys were interested in watching me learn how to fly, that should be pretty cool. Yeah, that was like a huge surprise. So yeah, I'll do some TikToks and stuff like that when we go up on the plane on the 25th. So yeah, pilot's license. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. That should be super cool. But yeah, so I got my dad's now. The actual Father's Day party for me isn't supposed to be until next week because actually I was supposed to, after the stream, head up and go summit Adams, but weather is so gnarly here in the Pacific Northwest that got moved. So I'm actually going to be around for Father's Day, which was kind of a bit of a surprise, but that's why they had all moved it. So it should be pretty cool. Yeah, so Robey is, the whole hope is, I really like, and you guys can look it up, it's called the Icon A5. It is a C/airplane, and my hope is that someday, you know, when I retire or whatever it was, I'll be able to purchase one of those and fly it around kind of the Northwest, like so taking it up to Gig Harbor. There's a lot of really great places up here in the Pacific Northwest to take a plane or even fly down to California and stuff like that. So I have flown before. I'm a huge I've flown F-16s and T-38s, and so got to rear in them. I know how to fly an F-16 if I wanted to, and so it's just one of those things that I've just kind of been putting off. But yeah, if you guys want to look it up, it's called the Icon A5, and that's my kind of my dream plane if we ever get to that point. But yeah, right now just about learning how to fly. Don't have a plane, but you know, we'll learn from the local airstrip here, and it should be super cool. But that is it. I was a military brat, and I was actually in ROTC. I went to a military school called Norwich University up in Vermont. I was contracted Air Force, so basically was going to be a fighter pilot. And then in between my junior and senior year, things kind of changed, and then I decided to go make video games instead. So yeah, it's going to be a thing. Yeah, the prices are so crazy. Yeah, that's true, but it was pretty cool. But yeah, oh, you are too. That's cool, Blade of Ice. Okay, yeah, so there we go. Blade of Ice and I are going to start a flight formation team. It's going to be amazing. You guys can watch us at air shows. We'll probably make it through the first one before we crash, but you know, hey, you'll be there for the thing going out. Operation Robey, we can build it, flying around the country building PCs. There we go. That's right. Yeah, we're gonna build PCs in an airplane. That's the next one of it for there. Yeah, it's Flyby saying it's sad that we didn't get to see Robey in Top Gun. Yeah, maybe someday. Top Gun 3, it'll be me and Blade of Ice going in there. Yeah, and we'll definitely make sure that there's plenty of RGB on the plane. So we'll make sure if I'm going to get a plane, which, you know, at that point in time, you know, because of what I do, you will help in some way probably fund that, and then we'll make sure there's RGB. Maybe we'll etch people's, like our big our big supporters' names into the plane or something like that. But that's a long time from now. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll hand deliver planes. I mean, hand deliver PCs. So I won't even have to worry about UPS. I'll just fly to you and drop off your PC to you. So luckily, honestly, pretty cool. We actually have a couple more. We got a couple commissions that just signed up. So I want to let people know I am actually opening commissions now for July. We actually have people starting to take in. So those are going to fill up actually pretty quick. They usually do. So if you're interested in having me build a PC, head on over to robeytech.com, click that email link, and let me know. We'll start a conversation. But yeah, we had a couple that just showed up over the weekend. So slots start to fill up pretty quick. I only do about 3 or 4 a month. So if you are genuinely interested, now is the time to get it done. And yeah, I like hand delivering planes better. Yeah, me too, Stresserin. Hey, thank you very much for the awesome and all the feedback and stuff like that. What is happening today? Well, I'm actually excited about today because you guys know I like to work with companies, and so today is all about hanging out with NZXT and Intel. So we did AMD. It's funny, we got to do AMD and Intel back to back, and then we have another AMD build actually coming up next week. Today, though, is about Intel and NZXT. We're going to be showing off their new case, the NZXT H7, not the Elite, because you guys have seen me building this. This is their base level H7. We're also going to be showing off their base level N7 motherboard today, walking through that, and then we're going to be doing a great mid-range build, 12600K, 3060 Ti, really kind of mixing aesthetics plus performance. You know, for something that costs around 2K, you know, you could do this build for cheaper and put it in like something like the H5, you know, the H510 Flow or something like that. But again, wanted to make sure we had something that kind of looked good and some great parts that were kind of more mid-ranges to kind of put inside of this. So a little bit more going in there. Yes, it was 2,000 USD, but if you do something a little less, reach out anyway. Honestly, it's been fun to do some budget builds. So we're doing some $1,500, $1,200 builds. Back then it was $2,000, so we should actually update that. Why don't we make it $1,200? And we'll update that. So minimum build cost is $1,200. But reach out to me because back then, you know, when prices were super inflated, that was kind of like where prices have now kind of reset. So if you need to go from there, there it goes right there. We'll update that in the bot from there. But yeah, should be a good episode, all that sort of stuff. Let's talk about giveaways because that's what everybody always wants to know about right there at the beginning of the show. So for giveaways today, we're going to do 350 likes over at youtube.com/Robeytech Live. Head on over there. The stream is live right now. Hit that thumbs up button. While you're at it, hit that subscribe button. Hitting that, if we get 350 likes over the course of the stream, we'll give away two $25 Newegg gift cards. Also, we have the 3070. So we're halfway through the month now. We're giving away a 3070 to one lucky subscriber over at twitch.tv/Robeytech. If you want to get on that, if you're over at twitch.tv/Newegg or youtube.com/Robeytech, head on over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. Use your Amazon Prime sub. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free sub. Use that, you get 1 entry. Now, if you subscribe at tier 1, you get 3 entries. If you subscribe at tier 2, you get 5. If you subscribe at tier 3, you get 10 entries. And then also, if every gifted entry that somebody basically gives, that gives you 1 extra entry towards winning that PC. But your subs that you do during these streams for the next 2 weeks actually do double duty, because if you look down there in the bottom, we have a PC that we actually built, that Aorus 5600 and 6600 XT build that we built just Thursday. We're giving that PC away as soon as we hit 1,500 subs. So as soon as you basically, if you sub, you also go towards that, and we'll be doing that the day that we basically reach that goal. So if we get 1,200 subs today, then we'll give that PC away right here today at the end of the stream. So that is all of the kind of the giveaways. We have one more that kind of I talk about at the very end, but that's kind of, lastly, Hype Train. We have 2 Hype Trains that usually happen during the show. If every time we hit a level 5 Hype Train, we'll give away a $25 Newegg gift card as well. So should be fun. Goal for today, guys, trying to get to 500 subs, because at 500 subs, that leaves us basically halfway through the month, and we would be a third of the way through it and going from there. So yeah, that is the hope. Now, we've already supposed to put a 6500 XT. We're giving a 6600 XT away instead. So there, I've already kind of shown my thing, and we gave away that 6500 XT last week. So it should be awesome. What's up, Joseph? Yeah. We'll find another time to re-roll that, because we'll want to do it with something else. It's Flyby. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. You're a rock star. And we're already starting to do that giveaway there as it is. It's weird. We are going to give that 6500 XT away. We'll probably end up doing it once we do the PC giveaway, because it was tied to a sub goal. And that, like, a lot of those people aren't here, so we need to find another way to make that happen. I saw your message on that. Karungu. One gifted sub. Thank you very much for that. Blade of Ice dropping 100 bits. We are super close to already unlocking that hype trade. 2 more things and we're going to get it going. And then afterwards we'll start talking about parts and talk about all the awesome that we're going to do today and get it going. So should be a good, I'm really excited about today's episode. Should be a super chill episode from there. Android Fighter, if you're over at YouTube, you make sure you're over at twitch.tv/YouTube. Make sure you're over at twitch.tv/Robeytech, not over at twitch.tv/Newegg, because you can't sub to Newegg. The sub goals are all for twitch.tv/Robeytech. I also stream to Newegg. It's just to give them content. They're obviously a great partner for us, and we like to give them support as well. There it is. Silver Panda resubscribed with 1 month, and Android Fighter dropping in that Prime sub as well. Therefore, unlocking first hype train, and we're going to be doing that 21st, our first giveaway of the night already. So you guys are awesome. Thank you very much for all that stuff. I hope you guys, did everybody have fun yesterday during the PC build stream? I found out that two of my other favorite people in the industry, Deb from over in, she goes for Andy the dog. She plays also Teamfight Tactics, and Kat Tompkins from Asus, both Asus people, also play Teamfight Tactics. So I'm thinking there probably is going to be another Teamfight Tactics stream this weekend. I'm really hoping so. Maybe my wife will let me stream on Father's Day. We'll have to see. But I want to get some more TFT in because everybody's way better than me, and I got to get better. Former Cloud, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Karungu, thank you very much for the other Tier 1 sub, dude. And then we got, is it Ukixia? Thank you very much for the Prime sub as well. I read from I read from Twitch. I read from both of them, 6 Dawn. I see everything real time on both. So I read from both of them equally. Oh, so good to see everybody. I'm excited about builds. Who's excited about builds? Red Dragon with this one of our winners right there, 3080 Ti winner, dropping 5 gifted subs. What have you been playing on your 3080 Ti, Red Dragon? You've been playing a lot of like 25-year-old games like Full Throttle and Minecraft? Is that what it is? I'm just curious what it's like. That's the thing. Like, you know what I've been playing? Like, I've been playing a lot of Ni no Kuni, which is like, you know, I'm on, or like people were joking with making fun of me yesterday because like I have like a 3080 fully custom water cooled, you know, 12900 KS system and 3080 Ti, but I'm playing, you know, World of Warcraft on it. So it's just kind of funny. Final Fantasy, Red Dead Redemption. Okay, that actually pushes some hardware, so that's really up there. What's better, the i7 6700K or the Ryzen 7 1700? You know what? I don't know off of the top of my head. You know, it's funny. Once like that's like 3 generations ago, and I've like purged all that data. My brain is so full. But one thing that's really cool, Lorky, is if you go just on Bing or Google and you just search i7 versus Ryzen 7 1700, it'll actually give you that information. There's some great sites that'll just give you that data right there. I agree, Mercs Bob. I have actually really dug. I've really dug the music, and I've been playing it a ton on Steam Deck. By the way, if you are on Steam, friend Robeytech. I forgot. I haven't told anybody. If you want to follow me on Steam, it's called Robeytech. Follow me there on Steam. Be my friend. It makes me feel so lonely. I think there's only a few people who have actually followed me over there, and I don't think I've ever told anybody. But if you play on Steam and you want to friend somebody, friend me over at friend Robeytech over on Steam. There's going to be a lot more game stuff, so it's always good to kind of have other people who go in there. So thank you very much, Blade of Ice. My fellow pilot and soon-to-be partner Formation Flyer. Thank you very much for the 800 bits. At level 4, guys. We got 3 minutes left. Thanks, It's Flyb. I appreciate that. How I did it is the 8700K to you. Should I update? 8700K is totally fine. You know, it's like again. Here's the deal about upgrading, guys. And like Idle Squirrel, great question. Update when you feel like your PC is starting to have problems with the games that you're playing. If it's not, and the stuff that you're playing, like Teamfight Tactics or Fortnite or whatever, is running absolutely fine, there's no need to upgrade. But when you do, I mean, to upgrade from an 8700K to like a 12700K would be a massive jump in performance, but only upgrade when you need. Don't upgrade just because you need to upgrade. Don't be Robey. Don't be me. Don't be me. It's like, oh man, I gotta have the latest and greatest. That's a painful life right there. I'm a man with limited means. My game I play takes all the money that I don't go on food. Okay, that's one way to do it. Okay, guys, 2 minutes, 18 seconds. Let's finish this out. so we can get in and start talking about builds. Hey, thanks, Blade of Ice. Music and animation for Ni no Kuni was done by Studio Ghibli. Yes, and Joe Hisashi. So if you're a fan of Spirited Away, which I am, and I'll enjoy Ni no Kuni. Honestly, it's been a great story. I've been thinking about streaming those games, and I don't think they stream all that well, and then a lot of people are like, I don't want to ruin it, but then again, Ni no Kuni's been out for like 10 years, so whatever. Hype train, guys, 1 minute left. I would say upgrade a CPU MB before you upgrade a GPU, and it'll surprise you how much your GPUs are bottlenecking and the PCI gens make a difference. That's great feedback, Pandorian. Pandorian, is your name Pandorian because you like Pandoria from Mr. Pandaria? I don't know, I'm just curious. Filth Pig, what's up? So good to see you. 1 minute, 30 seconds, guys. Don't do this to me. My heart can't take it today. Let's just train through this. Let's just train through this. Get some people some entries. Let's drive towards that PC giveaway. Can we get like 28 subs and just call it a day? Because that'll take us to we'll be at like 300 at that point in time. And then we'll only, we'll get to 300 and then we'll drive towards that 500 goal of today. Wrath was but expects change my mind. Wrath was best expansion. I agree. Gunlagger, 5 gifted subs. Fighter Jet, 1 resub. We got Filth Pig dropping a gifted 5 gifted subs. We got Karingu dropping another gifted sub. Okay, 284 guys. We're set. We're 16 away. Let's get to 300. That would be a great number to basically end it on for our first hype train. Wrath of the Lich King is probably my favorite expansion as well. Though I loved Okay, Wrath of the Lich King was my favorite classic WoW. In terms of making the world bigger, I really loved the storytelling in Mist of Pandaria because of just all the way that they did their animation engine. They had whole worlds basically change, like when the main area, the golden whatever it was, changed. That was pretty cool. Fighter Jet 11, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Rockstar Destroyer 1011, 10 subs away, guys. 10 subs. Let's get those last 10, and then we'll call it a day, and then we'll be good from there. But I really loved Wrath of the Lich King because of all of the story about the dragons. And and basically there were some great books that went along with it. Some of my favorite World of Warcraft books, fiction came out around that time, right? So, and it was just cool, like the Emerald Dream and all the aspects and everything that was going on with Malagos and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, but yeah, it's pretty cool. But thank you very much for all of the support. Mine was sale right before Ryzen. Anyway, I digress a little bit. 3 minutes and 40 seconds, guys. Can we get those last 10? If we get those last 10, we'll just stop, do the giveaway, because I know that at that point in time we're all rock stars. And then we'll then start talking about parts and start building. What do you guys think? 10 from Fighter Jet. Fighter Jet's the man. To Pawn Shop, giving me the hydrate. And we are at 300. And you know what? Pinio98 says, you know what? Screw that. We're not going to be even. We're going to go and do 2 more gifted subs and go from there. Okay, let's do that first giveaway, guys. Hype train crushed. And let's go to the next one. Okay, first giveaway, exclamation point. You know what? Just to celebrate, we're going to do Fighter Jet. Fighter Jet's going to kick this off today. Fighter Jet. Exclamation point Fighter Jet, guys. $25 Newegg gift card. Doing it right now. Exclamation point Fighter Jet. There it is. Okay, and then while you guys are doing that, let's talk about what we're putting inside this. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to put in the Core i5 12600K. The one thing that's crazy about the Core i5, for those people who don't know and always want to know, this processor will give you superior game performance while delivering the flexibility and seamless, obviously, multitasking because it has those amazing P cores and those efficiency cores. And the great thing with things like Windows 11, with the thread director, it basically seamlessly moves basically tasks in between them, which is also super cool. So this one, because it's a 12600K, does have P cores and E cores, and probably one of my favorite budget CPUs in terms of it's unlockable. You can basically overclock it. It doesn't have a ton of heat issues, so in other words, there's a lot of headroom to play with this thing. And then at the same time, it's also not expensive and doesn't require anything crazy to cool it, like the 12900K and stuff like that. Not to say that I don't love the 12900K, but there's just something easy about this. Prices for this have been really, really ridiculous. And then it's especially if you want to do both productivity and gaming, you've got those performance core and those efficiency cores, which is super cool. So there is our CPU kicking off from there. Okay, so let's talk about the next part here, which is, let's talk about the next part here, which is the motherboard that we're putting this in. This is the N5. So these are new from NZXT, if you don't know. So these are brand new. They just came out. I've got a whole video on the difference between the N7 and the N5. The N5 is the less expensive of the two. This one has far less shielding on it than the other ones. It does do things like has three support for three M.2 NVMe drives. You still get Wi-Fi 6E. You still get the latest Bluetooth and all that sort of jazz. But the other thing too I like is that because the price gets less expensive, you still get more support. While at the same time still getting some of those clean aesthetic looks that come with the NZXT motherboards. This was done in partnership with ASRock, so it wasn't developed completely by ASRock, but there are some other benefits, fortunately that I'm learning about ASRock motherboards, things like being able to roll back specific microcode updates, things like that. So for overclockers, these are actually pretty rad boards, which is something I did not know about ASRock, but I've been learning a little bit more. The other thing too that's really nice about this, if you're into the cam ecosystem and the NZXT, obviously lighting ecosystem, this thing has stuff for support for direct connections, for their proprietary RGB software. And the other thing too is it has more than two. I think this one does, right? It used to, yes. I think this has. I feel like this one has more USB ports than I'm used to, but we'll have to take a look at that when we open the board out. Anyway, like this board a lot. Latest board from NZXT. You guys will get to see it a little bit more when we open it up, which is also super cool. Okay, winner was Zarius1125. Zarius1125, you are the winner of the $25 Newegg gift card. And again, FighterJet, thank you for those last 10. I appreciate it. For our cooling. Oh, well, actually, let's do storage and stuff. So for storage, this is an older NVMe SSD, but the one that we actually put in the list is what we're going to want you to use, which is the SN750 SE, the latest one from Western Digital. Western Digital was kind enough because they know how much I love the original 750, but you can't really buy these anymore. So we're going to put a 1 terabyte 750 in there. If you were going to do something a little bit more cost conscious, I might recommend the SN570. And I'll talk about some cost-conscious options if you wanted to kind of drop things down. Again, we're doing stuff that this is kind of like a Robeytech, like here where you might see me splurge. I have a tendency to splurge on faster drives because of the content creation side and stuff like that. And then I like the endurance and stuff that comes with WD blacks. So that's a WD black right there. For RAM, we're going to fill all 4 slots because I'm OC. And then the other two is we want this to look good at the end. This is G.Skill Triton Z. This is 3200 megahertz at CL16, CL16 1818. G.Skill is really, really nice. Works very well with cam. One thing I really like about G.Skill is just how easy and compatible it is across the ecosystems. And the thing is if I'm not going to use a ton of Corsair stuff, I have a tendency to go to G.Skill or other RAM like that because, again, trying to minimize the amount of RGB that I need to install when using something. And given we're in the cam ecosystem, I want as much stuff to work with cam as absolutely possible just to limit the amount of overhead that we have running on our PC. So there's our RAM right there. For cooling, this is overkill, but I love the screen. I want to use the screen. So this is the Kraken Z550 RGB. Might I recommend, if you want to save some money, obviously going to the X53, which is the little brother of this. It does not have the screen. It just has that beautiful like infinity mirror look with the NZXT logo. But given we're doing something NZXT, we're going to get a little flashy. You see this AIO, probably the Z73 more than anyone, show up all the time in many pictures. It's got that beautiful LCD screen for it that you can show things like temps, etc., which always looks really, really nice. And so that's what we're doing. That's what we'll be using today. For our GPU, not going crazy. Probably an overkill in terms of for a 3060 Ti, but I haven't pulled this bad boy out in a while, so I wanted to use it again. This is the EVGA 3060 Ti for the Win 3 Ultra. It's basically a triple fan 3060 Ti. It does have an overclock BIOS. It's got some other things on it that is unique to for the Win 3. overkill for a 3060 Ti. If you're really looking for a better valued card, check out the 3060 Ti XC. But we want to make sure we had something that filled out the whole case. All in all, the other 12600K also pairs really well with the 3070. So if you wanted to go something like a 3070, but I wanted to try and find some. I was trying to keep this build around 2K while having some showcasey, flashy stuff. So that's why I ended up using the 3060 Ti over the 3070, which would have put us a little bit over budget. Okay, last thing here is the for power. The NZXT C750, also known as the beautiful PSU that also comes with a really awesome travel bag. These things are some of my favorite PSUs just for the simple fact that they also have those really good travel bags in them. And the other two is they're made with a great partner. So really highly rated PSUs. So the 750 is great, more than enough power for a 3060 Ti and a 12600K with some headroom. And it also looks great and is very simple. So I love the clean lines with most NZXT stuff, and that's something I really enjoy about the C750. Oh yeah, I sent a picture, Tom. So I think I'll look at the picture, but yeah, that's the one I took a picture of. This one might be on you. I usually make all the mistakes, but this one might be. This one might be. Hold on. I'm checking. I'm gonna look at it because Tom usually gets frustrated at me, but I'm gonna look at the picture. Tom, that's on you. Yeah, Tom, that's on you. Tom says it was on me. I get to enjoy it a little bit. It's usually my fault, but this time it wasn't. So everybody celebrate a little bit because most of the time I change things on Tom all the time. And so don't worry, he'll probably still give me crap anyway, but and rightfully so, he deserves to. So there it goes from there. Calling out Tom. Oh man, Tom deals with so much of my stuff, so it's like it's only fair when I get to surprise when I get to celebrate a little bit. And then finally, because it's NZXT and we got some and we got to make it purple, we're going to use purple Asia Horse cable extensions. I really like their purple extensions, so. Very NZXT-ish build, wouldn't you say? Lots of NZXT parts here, so, I think it ends up, no, don't, Cole, wow, let's not get crazy. Wow, that went dark real quick. But yeah, what do you guys think of the parts? Questions, comments? I mean, it's a funny build, right? You can see that I've spent some money in some weird places, but at the same time, given it's sponsored by NZXT, we gotta show, she didn't say anything, Tom, she said she loves you, and you're amazing. And you're pretty much the greatest, she has never been so inspired by another human being in her entire life and couldn't imagine her life or getting through life without you. That's what she said. And I was like, wow, that escalated quickly. I didn't know that Tom meant so much to you, Cole. So anyway, that's what it was. So yeah, it's going to be a great, review for the tube. Blade of ice. It's gonna be a great looking build. I mean, where I could essentially downgrade some parts to do things like upgrade to a 3070 or potentially to a 12700K. You could definitely do that with going to a Z, an SN570, etc. But there's definitely some stuff in there going from there. This is not pre-recorded revealed. This is not pre-recorded at all. Unless I'm psychic and I knew you were gonna say that. Thanks, man. I really appreciate all the fine comments. Okay, guys, well, let's get started. What do you guys say? Let's get started. Now he's like, oh, no, it's not recorded at all. Never mind, it's live. There's Eternal right there. Okay, let's go ahead and start putting these parts, and then we'll start putting things inside of our motherboard, which is always fun. Okay, so we're gonna set these things aside. These are going inside the build. And huge shout out obviously to WD as well, who sent us a ton of drives. I was starting to run low on drives. I love that both WD and Seagate love me, so it's always fun to do it. Yeah, it was a typo. That's right, Cole. Tom obviously went back and said, I don't believe that's what she actually said. I don't believe that. Man, why didn't you believe me, Tom? Why would I lie, Tom? Come on, I'm an honest guy. I'm an honest guy, Tom. I'm an honest guy. Yeah, the PC behind me is literally a fish tank. We built this with the fine folks over at Height, so yeah. I do not. Is it reviled? Reviled? I mispronounce names, even really obvious names. So don't be offended, because I mess up a lot of them. Just ask poor Blade of Ice, who I've been calling Blade Office. There was some name on Thursday that I was like butchering, and then somebody says it's this, and I was like, wow. It was like duh. I can't believe I messed that up. It was like a duh name for real. Okay, there we go. It was like a really big duh name. I just started building the PC, Tyler. Yeah, the knee name. It was like something knee, but I was like really mispronouncing the name a lot. And then somebody says, oh, it was like I need a new knee. But I was like, you not need? Or do that need? And yeah, you need a new knee. And I was like, is that gonna kuda keyed? And somebody's like, no, it's you need a new knee. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was so bad. So don't be offended. That's right. It was like you need a new knee. And I was like, what? That's not what that says. Okay, so I was wrong. I do remember, I think it must be the other version, the other N7 board that actually has 3 USB. This one has a single USB connector for it. But these are what I was talking about that are cam specific, is that you end up actually having cam specific. Wow, this case is like blocking me there. There we go. You end up having cams, but these are actually for the NZXT proprietary connections. You can do two of them there. This is a new thing. This is a USB 3.22, but it's a different kind of connection. And then you've got your CPU fan, some great like categorization. There's your Wi-Fi 6. You've got M.2 here, M.2 here, and then this is unique to any build that I've ever done. Check this out. On an ATX board, M.2 on the back. So something I've typically seen on Mini ITX, but on this one, it's actually they actually have M.2 slot on the back as well. So support for up to 3 M.2. But again, you still have quite a bit in terms of I/O, but overall, just very, very beautiful board. So there it is right there. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, first prediction, guys. First prediction coming up. New motherboard, will the socket clear the VRM? We've had some injuries of late with these sockets, so hopefully we're gonna see something interesting and fun here. But the question is, will the socket clear the VRM? We're gonna get that up and voted for. I don't know. It's flyby. That's actually a good question. Yeah, ATEC, that is one thing that and that's the same thing with other ones. I mean, but again, it's not too hard, depending on the case, to actually just take a motherboard out and replace it. Wow, she got that prediction done fast. Everybody, Blondie is becoming psycho. I mean, psychic. That's what I meant. Blondie's becoming psychic, not psycho. Is that what I really meant? It is a beautiful board. I love the NZXT boards. Oh, it's so fun to tease. Okay, this is not opening. Like, okay, there it is. It's been a fun run, sir. She threatens to leave. Okay, here we go. Prediction is almost finished. 38,000. Yeah, maybe she is psychic. There he goes. Yeah, she knew I was going to say that. Pandorian, yeah, that whole thing is a mess. That whole thing, selling 10,000 customer names, and there are 1,000 influencer names, not to mention all of the builds and PC extra parts that belong to other people. It's pretty crazy. Okay, here we go right here, guys. Looks like it's over. What's gonna happen? Big moment here, big moment here. Okay, here we go. Okay, here it goes, guys. Big thing. What's going to happen? Oh, it got stuck. That was going to clear it, but the answer is negative. No clear today. No clear today. I like how Blondie and Tom are like, planning my demise already. Sorry guys, not gonna happen today. Easy come, easy go. Not much of a house for not much of a donkey. The pawn shop, losing the money. Oh, congratulations. Some people won though. Oh, gamer. See, here's the deal. We got these people like OG gamers who are starting to like look back and probably, okay, typically Asus boards have not cleared, so I'm going to make the prediction based on statistical analysis, and therefore I think it's not going to make it. We're going to have like hardcore betting folks who are really going to know, like based on things. And meanwhile, Robey's over here going, I don't care, you know, which is pretty funny. What's up, Shwetty? Okay, so we got that done. Next one, we're going to be getting to the clicks. Now this is G-Skill, so let's put it a little. Let's say 96 today for G-Skill, because G-Skill has a tendency to be pretty loud. So let's see what. Oh, is it really Peter Cullen who does Eeyore as well? Higher than 96 decibels. We're making it hard for NZXT. For G-Skill today. Okay. Well, there's this, but we're look at that. He was just being smart. Just getting our LGA 1700 bracket out. 75%. You guys are tearing through these things. Will the dims cause ear bleeding? Autobots. I'm gonna have to work on Peter Cullen, because I think I could probably do Peter Cullen and do like an Optimus Prime. It's gonna take some work. I'm gonna have to work on that one. I'd love to be able to do that one. It's the one I'm most motivated for now. Can I do it as Optimus Prime? I think I can. I gotta figure out the voice, because I can do Eeyore. What's up, Felkit? How are you? Okay, what do I need? I'm going to put on some thermal paste in the short term while we wait. Okay, here it goes right here. Little bit of. Take a little bit of thermal paste in my life. Gonna spread it with my thermal paste knife. Dad joke, Cosmic Jordan, already getting with a dad joke. Last time it wasn't until like the end that you guys actually asked for that. Here we go. Doing a quick spread here. Ooh, this is spreading nice. Guys, this is like spreading nice. You know what's funny? Every time I see thermal paste, I think of Marmite now. After the, Vegemite, after the conversation with Aussie. Oh, that's spreading very nice. Wow. That was like a quality, probably one of the easiest spreads we've had in a while. Okay, we're just gonna even it out here. By the way, if you're into sports movies, I want to say this. If you're into sports movies, I would definitely recommend checking out the new Adam Sandler Hustle movie that just came out. I watched it yesterday, and it was fantastic. So I don't know if you're into sports movies. I always like sports inspirational movies. And so I watched that one. It was actually really good. There we go. Cleaning it up. I don't know what made me think of that, but yes. Rudy was a good movie too. It's funny because I thought I'd seen Rudy, and then I was on a plane to LA like a month ago, and I was like, I should watch Rudy again. And then I watched the movie, I was like, I've never seen this movie. Like, I got done, I was like, what? Why do I think I've seen Rudy, but I never really have seen Rudy? So Finally saw Rudy. It is as good as I thought it was, or remembered myself thinking I'd watched it about. It's about a basketball scout, yeah, who is for the Philadelphia 76ers. What is the Mandela effect? I don't know what that is. If you're going to do the next step would be Megabytes voice. Oh, okay. I like some of his stuff. Some of his stuff is terrible. I mean, to be honest, I loved his golden days of Happy Gilmore and Happy Madison, but then some of his stuff got weird. Or just terrible. Not funny, but I know I'm not you're not going to like everything everybody makes. Oh my gosh, I completely wiped off the whole bottom of this. The whole bottom of this. Okay, well, let's see if we can spread it. I literally there was enough thermal paste to cover it. Little thermal paste drama there. Yeah, we spent a lot of time on this thermal paste today, guys. More time than I typically do. What I thought was an easy thermal paste spread ended up being a complicated thermal paste spread. Just saying. Okay, there we go. We got the spread done. Put that away now. Okay, let's get the bracket on, and then we'll get to the RAM finally. Okay, so let's get this in. 51st, yeah. I know I have seen that. I don't remember. It's the one with Drew Barrymore, though, right? Where she has amnesia or something. There we go. Okay, that's in. They did not ban him from eBay. Because I was doing my first build and got my cooler at RAM, PSU, got the GPU theory on Newegg, and CPU also on Newegg. What banned who from? Why Asus said the pad size, I can't change my GPU pad because I don't want me to know the pad size. What are you talking about, the pad size? Trying to figure out what the pad size of what? Oh. Cade Racing, what are you talking about? Oh, the thermal pad thickness is pretty standard. Yeah, it's either 1, 2, or they only have 3 thermal pad thicknesses. And all in all, if you take off your cooler and you just basically grab, buy a pack of they have a pack of assorted ones, you can just figure out it on your own. And then you can cut them to whatever size you want, which is what most people do when they change their GPU change to water blocks. Hey, thanks, Dejan. Okay, we're just putting this on. Okay, so we got our bracket on now. We're just ready for LGA 1700 at this point in time. Okay, we are ready, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for RAM clicks. RAM click time. Let's grab our sound stuff so you guys can see it. There we go. Guys, 754K raised for that build, man. That's crazy. Oops, see? So you use isopropyl alcohol and a paper towel. That's all it takes. Or you can use a shop towel, either one. But that's what you use. Isopropyl alcohol is perfect. And then you just make sure that you let it dry all the way, which it evaporates pretty quick, before putting on new thermal paste. We always, Shweddy B, we always test, when we test the builds after we're done with them, is when we'll do the do the washer mod if we see that there's an issue. But honestly, as we've been seeing more and more motherboards, it seems like people are actually, you can see plastic risers starting to show up in the motherboards. So we haven't had to do them all the time. So it's kind of like a stealth fix with newer boards. What's up, retired USAF gamer? Hey guys, don't forget, head on over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live. Hit that thumbs up button. While you're there, also hit that subscribe button. Remember, if we get 350 likes over there, we'll give away two $25 Newegg gift cards. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm gonna stop the music because everybody thinks I need to. Stopping the music. There we go. Okay, here we go. 96. We're making it hard for G-Skill today. $94 on that one. Whoa. That was a solid click, too. Ooh. I don't know if it's going to make it, guys. 93. These are good clicks, too. $95.7. Wow. Last one. $95.3. It did not. It was so close, but it never made it to 96. Wow, that was super close. That was super close. We did that. G-Skill, I overcompensated. So the answer is no. The answer was no for today's challenge. Prediction result is no. It's a lot of no's today. A lot of no's. Oh, one sec, guys. Okay, dad jokes. That's what I was looking for. Dad jokes, dad jokes, dad jokes. There we go. Because we got a dad joke here. Okay, right here. Oh my God. Why does Sherlock Holmes love Mexican restaurants? Why does Sherlock Holmes love good Mexican restaurants? They give him good quesadillas. I like that one. They give him good quesadillas. They give him good quesadillas. Come on, that one's good. That one's good. That was a good one. I like that one. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, so we got our RAM in. We only have one more thing left to do, and that's our NVMe SSD. There we go. Okay, let's get this done. NVMe SSD. Okay, that's what I want. I want this one. Yes, we're back to gaming jerseys because somebody said that I look too much like a dad in my plaid shirts. Oh, a Geekachu. I like the one, my favorite Pokemon joke is, how do you get Pikachu on a bus? You Pokemon. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is, oh, apparently, oh, there's no panel. Have I built in this? No, I haven't built in this with this motherboard. Okay, let's go to top down. Embrace the dadness, they say. I even got feedback on YouTube afterwards. I was like, what do people think? And people were like, yeah, you look less daddish. The Seagate Firecuda 530 is the fastest one. 7,000 read and write. And it's pretty much the most endurance one. They're expensive, but they're amazing. That's right. Except for, did you guys see on Twitter my new Hello Kitty Nike shoes that I just got? I'm very excited about them. And I got the hoodie coming, just waiting for it to come in. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about them. I'm gonna be so fashionable, you guys won't even know, you won't even recognize me. Yeah, usually the top ones, especially if you're gonna upgrade or add another M.2, it's always nice to kind of leave this one open because you can easily get to it if you wanted to. There we go, popping that in. Our SN5 750. Flip this over. There we go. Okay, so we actually have our board almost ready. Last time I almost forgot to put the NVMe SSD into it. Okay, so our board is ready. So you can just stick that off to the side now. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's grab our NZXT H7. Come on. Oh, the PC died. Okay, let's go to top. Okay, let's go to Cam Link. Guys, I gotta fix something real quick over here. Got an update. There we go. Just fixing our bot who's being wacky again. Okay, hopefully that brings it back up. Okay, so this is the NZXT H7. Basically, a couple things about this this case I really like. Number one, the case is almost entirely toolless. So you don't have to worry all that much about basically having tools. There's no screws for things in terms of taking the build apart. Just everything is all done via pegs. So you just basically, again, here we go, taking the front panel off. And it holds really well, which is nice. So there's the side front panel, same thing. All you gotta do is just pull, just pops right off. Now typically this comes with a single 120 in the front and a single 120. We've added 3 120s just for airflow to make sure that we're good there. So I did those before the show because you guys, fans aren't the most entertaining thing for you guys to watch me install, and they're pretty easy to figure out. Okay, same thing with this one. Just pull from the top and then it just slides right up. Okay, there we go. Then same thing with the top one. Just again, it's toolless, so it just pops right out. There it goes. And then for airflow on the NZXT H7, you've got really, really large for top-mounted AIOs, which is always where I recommend doing AIOs anyway, is preferably top-mounted. And then even, and you can check our full review of this, for the NZXT H7 on the back, it has these massive, this place is right here where it pulls air, and then there's also really large holes at the bottom where it pulls air as well. And there's dust filters for each of these individual sections as well. So these actually get quite a bit of airflow, whether you do 140s or 120s in the front. Now for your fans at the front, You can do 140 or 120. You can also use a, you can also do 360 millimeter AIO. You actually can also front mount a 480 if you wanted to as well, it looks like. I mean, because again, it's got the mounts and the thickness for it. At the top, you can do 360, 240 or 280 millimeter AIO. There is a dust filter here at the top that just basically pops off very, very easily, which is also very cool. So for cooling potential, you actually have a lot of cooling potential inside of this. Some other updates that I really like about this case as well is that you do have the same like hide place for your cases that are, this is very NZXT in terms of hiding it. You can still remove this. There are screws to remove this as well. And I also love this right here, which is like a direct hole for running your GPU cables. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I care about. Oh yeah, top panel, you've got USB 3.2 and 2 USB-A, and they're purple, which is actually pretty nice. So there you go right there. So in terms of your connection. And then in the back, they've added this new cable management system. So you can see there's actually a ton of tracks here for running cable management. So in the old one, you only had this, and this one, they've added this one as well. You also have a toolless design for your, just with some screws. Oh, actually, no, there's no screws for this, for the bottom drives as well. And then again, you have these really easy things for putting in, for removing your, where you have SSDs. So, and then they also added this up here in terms of also places to do your cable management as well. So pretty easy. You can see very easy in terms of mounting mechanisms as well. So it's very easy to basically build in. We gave it a really good review because honestly, even, you know, a lot of people thought that the airflow in this case would be terrible. It was not. It's actually very good, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that you can pull the front air, even with a closed off. This it gets a ton of air from the side and the bottom. So yeah, that's pretty much the NZXT H7. And you know, we want to make sure, you know, given this is an NZXT sponsored stream, we made sure we covered it in thoroughness. So yeah. Okay. So there we go right there. So here's our top-down view. Everything's kind of ready to go here. Pretty straightforward in terms of the build. Now we are using, of course, their N5 motherboard as well. So we're just going to pop this in here, and it always looks... NZXT stuff always looks good inside of other NZXT stuff, which, I mean, it'd be weird if it wasn't, because that'd be kind of a strange situation. Now, one of the things I did forget to do, and luckily there's a peg on this, so I can just hold this, and I need to grab our extra screws here. There we go. Okay, so we got our screws now. Doesn't that look good though? I mean, it's just because of all of the angles, it always looks really good. And they've done this stuff where they've actually added a little bit more curvature, so it's not as harsh in terms of their angles, but the angles still look really nice inside of the build. Yeah, it's going to look really good. Did you buy extension cables for this? My default Corsair wouldn't make it to the CPU headers at the top. Tech Man, yes, I did. I always buy cable extensions because it just elevates the overall quality of the build. T-Biggs, thank you very much for the Prime sub, and Sarah Gadius, thank you for the Prime sub as well. Okay, so we want to grab the M3s. I think there's usually the ones. Yeah, it's probably these M3s right here. I never know as many PCs as I build. And then it also comes with zip ties, guys. I agree, Tuts. Tatsuo, is it Tatsuo? Sounds very Japanese. I'm hoping I'm saying it right. I don't know, I just like said Tuts, and then I was like, I should probably see if his whole name makes more sense than me just flash reading this. Okay, so let's grab our zip ties, which I always like to do here. Okay, there we go. Get these back in here, because we're not gonna use this. There we go. This goes back in here. Thank you for all the subs, guys. Don't forget, head on over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live. Also, make sure you sub and follow and like, because that is how we're going to unlock the other giveaway. Okay, I'm just going to disconnect all these. At least these tear apart. That's also very nice. Most of the time you get those screw bags and they don't rip apart like they're supposed to. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's cut this open. Okay, here's our screws. Don't be screwed. Okay. Let's grab our screwdriver. Hey, Tugboat 2K, thank you for the Prime sub as well. Yes, they can be. It's flyby. And that's a good dad joke. Okay, we're gonna just do this nicely, get these screwed in, that I did choose correctly. I don't always do that. They can be a little wacky. I agree. The one thing I also like about this particular motherboard versus their N7, and not that I don't like their N7, is that the screws and stuff to screw this in are in much better spots. This almost feels like it's not lined up yet. Hold on, let me see here. Looks like we're not getting good motion here. I'm gonna see if there's a peg under this. Feels like there is. But it's not, it doesn't seem to be sitting quite right, so I'm gonna take a look here. Yeah, there's a peg, okay. It's definitely in the right spot. Okay, that's definitely in the right spot. Okay, let's try this again. Or is this the right screw? Because it's like, oh, it's screwing in. Let me try it in a different one. Screwing into that one. No, it's not. These are not the right screws. I guessed wrong. I was wrong. I thought I guessed right, but I did not. Okay. Thought these were the right ones, but they must be these. Those seem really small. Sometimes I think I guessed the right ones, and then I end up guessing the wrong ones. Okay, we're gonna try these. Okay, those are definitely working. Okay. So apparently it's these ones. You know, it's funny, like even after so many PC builds, I never remember which exact screw I want to use for putting in the motherboard. But I found it. Okay, so I'm using the right screws now, everybody. Don't panic. You were panicked, I could tell. Don't panic. We're just doing it right here. Okay, that's good. Okay, I can put this NVMe back in now. Stop panicking. I know you're panicking, especially you, Blondie. Stop panicking. Everything's fine. Blondie was panicking, everybody. She doesn't support me. Okay, just cleaning this up. Okay, let's get these put away, because these are not the right screws. Whole time I think I'm using the right screws and I wasn't. Okay, let's finish this. Finish this job. Finish this job. Yes, it does have Bluetooth also. Most Z690 boards do. I think they have to. I think that's a Z690 requirement. There we go. Just putting in screws. Getting all the screws in. There we go. Only a few more screws to go. Oops, nope, no, don't mess it up. Yeah, and that's, I mean, that's the one thing that's really nice, Pandorian, is just when you use all NZXT stuff, you know? Okay, let's get this last screw over here in the corner. Okay, so board is in, screws are in. We're making progress, guys. We're making problems. We're making progress. Luckily, progress is being made. Okay, let's do the next step, which is let's hook up our front panel connectors, get all those stuff done. We're gonna put our fans. We got 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a fan there. Interesting. Trying to find all the places. There's 3 fans here. There's our CPU, pump, and everything's here. So we have 4 case fans, though. Okay. So I'm just figuring out where I'm going to run those. Ugh. Okay, so let's go to side camera. Oopsie. There we go, side camera. Start getting this done here. Running our cables. They shouldn't have put side fans instead of, they should have put in side fans instead of wasting. Oh, you mean like kind of like the kind of like the 011 and stuff like that, you're saying? Okay, so HD audio is first. This case, I believe, is still smaller than the, I think this case is still smaller than the Corsair, even the 5000D. So I don't actually think that even, I think you'd have to make the case bigger for that to work. Okay, USB 3.2, which is going to be interesting because it's got to go right here. Let me just nail it. There we go. Nailed it. Okay, good. There's that. Front panel connector, something that's very nice about NZXT is the front panel connector is literally just a single connector. No, that's the front panel. Just got to get it plugged in here. There you go, front panel. Okay. Then what we have is we have one short fan header. This is for one of our front fans. There we go. Okay, we're going to pull another fan right here. There's another fan right there. You got a fan in me. You got a fan in me. Okay, there's another. Okay, so our fans are in. Got one more fan, our third fan. It's going to go right up here, right here. There's our fan there. Okay, so all of our fans are plugged in. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now we have a rear exhaust fan. You got to plug in. This is exhausting. This is exhausting. And I'll show you guys these when I go to top down where these are all plugged in, but we're going to just go plug this one in right underneath here because I'm guessing one of these is pump. So plug that in right there. Okay, so there's our fans all plugged in. Last thing we got to plug in is our USB-C. I'm very grateful that they actually included in this build. You don't always get it, but in this case you do. And it goes up here, and we'll put these two together. Then what we'll do is we'll hide this cable with this cable. So there's only a single cable. It looks like there's a single cable running, not two. Little things. It's the little things, guys. It's the little things, guys. Did I disconnect this? I did. What the heck? There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, that makes that look like a single cable, which is always important. Tighten it. There we go. Cut it. Rotate it. There we go. Same thing on this side. Make sure it's nice and tight. Cut it. And rotate it. Okay, remember guys, next prediction is odd and even on our zip ties. Odd and even on our zip ties. What do we got? What are we gonna have? That is the question. Okay, so we got, now what we have is all our front panels are plugged in. Everything is basically ready for us to start doing our AIO and stuff, but I'm gonna lay this down real quick, just so you guys can see what went where. Push this down just to hold it for now. Okay. Okay, so what went where is the question. So going to top down, so if you were going to do the same build, I'd want you to understand like where we plug things in. So again, we got our 3 fans. So we'll talk about the front 3 fans. We've got one here, which is probably our bottom fan, or sorry, our top fan. This one is our middle fan, and then we have our third fan is plugged in right here, and then I cable hit it with the USB-C, so it just looks like a single cable versus having something come across. We have HD audio in the far left corner, and we have our front panel connector here, and then lastly USB 3 here, USB-C here, and then this is our exhaust fan, which is this rear fan right here, plugged in right here. So this will save our pump fan and potentially our CPU fan, depending on where I decide to plug this in for our Z53. And then we also have, again, we have plenty of RGB headers and stuff like that as well. So looking pretty good so far. What I'm gonna go ahead and do now is just do, I'm not gonna bother with cable management. There's not a ton of cable management to worry with right now. We're gonna go ahead and get our AIO put together, get that put in, and then we'll do cable management after we get the AIO in. Because in this case, we can actually use a lot of the cable management stuff that comes with the case automatically, which is actually pretty cool. By the way, Tim Zentu, thank you for the resub at tier 3, 22 months, man. That's huge. Thank you very much. Okay, so there's all of our stuff as it stands right now. The back doesn't actually look too bad. There's a couple cables, but for the most part, just with the way things channeled, actually looks pretty good so far. So there's some extra stuff here, but what I'll probably end up doing is just kind of clumping it in with this last one here. So we'll probably end up doing a clump here, and then we'll basically have all of our stuff just kind of nice and tight over here, and then keep it nice and clean. So it should be pretty straightforward in terms of our cable management. And then this, once we figure out what we have up here, we'll just tie this in and make that nice and clean as well. But first thing, let's get our AIO put together. Ugh. AIO, and Don is AIO, he had a farm. AIO. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. Stretch, Tim says stretch. I need a stretch, guys. Ugh, let's stretch as we're getting the Z53, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice little stretch there. Okay, grabbing our Z53 RGB. We have our little down lights here. It's so small, it's so cute. This little AIO. When will you use the new Lee & Lee fan? So we actually have a commission for them. I've asked Lee and Lee to send them to me, and so I'll probably know on Monday, hopefully soon. But we definitely will for sure be using them in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I need to use them very badly. Oh. Okay. Here we go. It's just so small, so cute. Going to top down here. Okay, so we're gonna say again, because this PC is not staying together. Oh, that thing is. So we're just gonna save all the boxes, all that sort of stuff. Save all the bags. Our in and out. Oh, RGB. Oh, RGB. Okay, just getting all of our cables undone here. Robey, any test open air case? Sorry. Best test open air case is the motherboard box. Yes, just using, for bench testing, just pop it on the motherboard box. That's the easiest way to basically do it. Popcorn time, oh good. There we go. Okay, that's that. That's all the little cables for this. Okay, let's just grab what we need out of this, which is just, I think all we need, we don't need, I think there's nothing we need. Oh, we just need the screws. Rest of this is actually not needed, but we'll put that in later. Okay, and then we need our fans. There we go. And one more. There we go. And one more right there. That's just me. I'm pretty much for my build tomorrow. Okay. Okay, there we go. So there's all of the parts for that. Oh. Okay, so what I want to do, and this is why I replaced the thermal paste on these, is because now with the new CPUs, you want to make sure, see there's only a little bit of thermal paste, we want to cover way more than that. So this is why I put new thermal paste on and not use the stock ones, especially on the NZXT stuff. So I'm going to put this like this. Okay, just making sure I got the screws the right direction. There we go. Okay, this is how I want it. Okay, now we're going to open our screws. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now we just get these in. Let's grab our wow stick, which everybody likes to see. And then what I do is I just basically put a screw in each of the corners, just to get them started, so then they stay, and then I'll come in with the wow stick afterwards. And the one thing that's actually kind of nice about the NZXT fans is the holes are big enough that you can actually look straight down, actually make sure that you're lined up, especially if you have a light up above you, like that. Okay, then, wow stick, wow stick. There we go. Now they're all sealed. Putting the last ones in. Okay. There we go. And it is done. It is done. Okay, so now what we got to do is we got to do the little in-out thing, in-out. This is how you daisy chain these together. So just go out. Okay, and then this one goes in the in. It's like just the right length, so it can be a little bit painful. There we go. But it does make it easier for cable management, which I actually appreciate. And then we need one of these. And this plugs into here. So this goes into the in over here. There we go. Okay, so now this is all plugged in, and then what we're going to do now is we're just going to take all of our fans and stuff like this. And plug this in all over here. Make sure we get the twists out. I'll push this over here. One cable here, cable zip tie here. There we go. Okay, that takes care of that. I just pre-ordered 9 of the new Lee & Infinity fans for my Evo case. Yeah, rainfall. That's a smart idea. Something tells me they're gonna be hard to get after a while. So I'm gonna, yeah, I have a build coming up with them, so yeah. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, now what we're gonna do now, so we've got that ready, is we're going to cut these. So this just makes it a little easier for us to push things through. And then what I'm gonna do down here is just use a larger zip tie, something just to seal this. There we go. So it just makes it easy for me to run all of this stuff. Use this to get it through here. It might be too short. Let's put it down a little bit more. Okay. Zip tie this together so that way we can run this through the case really quick. Okay, cool. Our AIO is ready. Oop, don't throw that away because that still counts. Okay, let's get our case up here. And get it in here. Let's get this, we don't need that right now. Okay, getting the case. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's get this down a little bit. Side. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're going to put this more towards the middle. A little bit more towards the back though, but just so it doesn't hit the fan. Right there should be okay. Something NZXT did do, which is nice. is they gave their screws for their AIOs are not flat. So it's a little bit better that they did it this way because they give you a nice deep hole for putting their screws so their dust filter still fits, which I appreciate because it's one of the things that's always a struggle with this particular AIO is how deep the screws need to be. Okay, there we go. That's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Okay, let's just get the rest of our screws in and we should be good. And we have lots of clearance room, which is actually really nice. Lots of clearance room. You actually have, you can reach all of the connections at the top. You know what? I honestly, thinking about it, I probably should have done, I think I can actually do it okay. We're gonna test. So I'm only gonna put 4 screws in there for now. Let's see if I can get the 12 volt, the EPS connection in here. So. Okay, here we go. Let's grab our purple EPS connection. See if we can put this in with the AIO. This is always like one of those tests where I always like to answer this question and then we'll see. Or should I have done it before? Oh, come on. Really? I hate it when I do that to the box. Okay, cool. Love, love, love these cable extensions. Their purple is so good. There it is. We're gonna do solid for the cable comb. There we go. It does, this build is looking super clean. Super clean. I love how these builds come out. Okay, I think we'll only need, oh, let's throw 2 in there just in case. Move that around if we need to. Okay, so the question is, before I put in all the screws, can I reach the EPS? Because I can plug it in for sure. Okay, plugged in. Can I run it though? Yep, I can. That was very easy. I like that, that's nice. I wish more cases let you do this, but no problem, got it in, no issue whatsoever. And I can even I have plenty of room back here for my fingers to like pull combs and stuff too, which is actually pretty cool. There we go, and then that is in. Just gonna get this into this real quick, just to hold it. That's nice, actually. It's nice that you can work around in this case and not have a problem. And that purple looks really good. Pull that one down a little bit so we just see the cable comb, and there we go. Easy peasy, I love it. I love it. Okay, so we can easily, if we want to, just put the other screws in. Not that it matters because this build's gonna get taken apart, but you know, we're gonna be thorough. We're gonna be thorough. There we go. There we go. There we go. And lastly, one more. Okay, so there's that, all in, sealed, signed, and delivered. Put all this stuff. Grab a little screw thing for it. There we go. What's up, Canadian Gamer? How are you? Yeah, tons of room. I mean, building in this case has been it's very easy to build in. Like, just to work in, no issues. Like, you guys saw me with the G360 the other day. Just this case is not having any of that. Like, no issues whatsoever. Okay. Grab some water and let's get our... Okay, so now what we're gonna do, throw our USB in and our cable stuff. It goes like that usually. I think it goes like this. There we go. Okay. We still have tons of room up here to run all this stuff, but let's see how it's gonna fit. Okay, let's go to top down. See how this is gonna fit. Oh, I need to cover, need to remove. It's funny, there's always one thing I think that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna, because we gotta repack these up, we're done. It's like, oh, there's one thing I need. Oh yeah, I forgot, never mind. I still gotta put this back in the box. But it's done. There we go. Done, donezy. But I need some of this to clean off my AIO. Core P8, actually, if you want to, you could look at, I know Britt Nene and Tech Tesseract just did a build in that one. Hey, Luke Beardwalker. Thank you for the 1 month sub at 14-month anniversary. Thank you, my friend. There we go. And Former Cloud also giving out a community sub. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's see. I got that clean, that clean. Let's keep it going, keep it going. Everybody having a good time? You guys enjoying the build? You guys enjoying the process? As we kind of get through this? Yeah? Lousy Gamer, thank you very much for the Prime sub as well. Heading towards that 300, guys. That's where we want, towards that 500. Thank you, guys. Super appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Is it gonna work? Feels like they give themselves more room on this one. It's gonna push it a little bit, but I think I'm okay with it here. Okay, yeah, that one grips. Yeah, see, they give themselves more room on this build. Okay. Oh, I'm glad, Kurosaki. This is a great case. I love the Elite version of this case, by the way. It's so clean, but especially the white one. I mean, which we did a build in already, but yeah, I really love how that case looks. Okay, getting that down. One more. Get sealed in there. Okay, time for the wow stick. go. There we go. Okay, that is in. Okay, let's get this run. So what we're gonna do is grab, what we're gonna do is grab this, because this will go get fixed on the way up. Hey, the Ginger One Me, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Ali, thank you for the thank you for the resub. Hannel, thank you for the Prime sub. Guys, all sorts of stuff going on today. Thank you very much for all that support, guys. That is all going towards that Prime sub drive, which we're getting very close to. We've already given away 1 PC this month. I am expecting us to be able to give away both this month, which I think will be epic. Okay, so here's what we're working on here. It's time to clean this up, make this look good. So that's what we're gonna work on here. Put this down a little bit more. Okay, and this is what we're working on, is just getting I need this to not be okay. Okay, let's run this stuff up. To the side view. Just running everything up and through for now, and then we'll make it look clean and pretty on the front. Okay. Let me just have this to go up to. Okay, now this is where we do the trickery with our you don't want to pull it out. There we go. This is just to get this last kind of clump clean. Okay. Okay, there's one. There's 2. Okay. Now what I'm doing is I'm just getting this top clean, just to make sure it looks really nice. Okay. The last thing I gotta do is just zip tie this stuff down in the back. Our build will look very good. Okay, I'm just gonna straighten this down so that way the build stays. I need the cables to stay this way so I can finish the stuff here in the front. Okay. top down. Put this down like this. There we go. Okay. Okay, and then the whole point here is just to get this like looking nice and clean. It's almost like you can't see the cables. There we go. Okay, so there we go, nice and clean. And it looks nice and, so you can hardly see, it looks like you want it to look very good and out of the way, which it does right now. Let's just, for the sake of pop right now, let's go ahead and throw our purple extension in there. Just to add a little bit more pop to the build. We want pop. More pop. Everybody wants pop. That's right, pop it, boss. I want that clean pop. I'm gonna throw this cable extension in real quick. You can focus on hooking everything else on the other side. There we go. There we go, and one more. Just getting, wow, this one cable comb is being kind of a pain in the rear. Gotta get this one in and then we'll be good. Okay, there it goes. Top pop too, that's right, it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be me and Blade of Ice in our air acrobatics team. Ugh. Okay. Okay, there we go. The longer cable here for the side. We want to make sure that this does not show through and is in the right place. Okay, so we're just on the side, just getting this so it doesn't show through the purple slat there. There we go. Okay. So now when we put this down, nice little pop there. Oopsie. Yeah, that looks good. Looks nice and clean, poppy. Purple looks clean. There we go. Now let's flip it over, get it all hooked up, and then, you know, for the most part, the build actually has a nice pop, and then again, we'll still have that GPU with another purple cable, which will kind of give it that last little bit of pop, and it's good. Okay. Time to get this little bit of mess under control. No, this is a sponsored build for NZXT. This is not commissioned for NZXT. This is sponsored for NZXT. They sponsored this build and this episode of the show. Is this going to be long enough? Okay, let's get this undone. This just needs a little bit more length. I'm on the side view here, trying to make sure I don't want to ruin this USB cable, so. There we go. Okay. Okay, going back to top down. Trying to get this as clean as possible. Stints, thank you for the resub. 5-month anniversary. 317. Love to see us get above 400 today if at all possible. We'll have to see what the future holds here. Okay, so what we have here is it's literally, this is just all of our stuff for the AIO. There we go. Which is all kind of self-contained. There's not really a whole lot to do. It's just about getting it self-contained and then cable controlled here. So this and this go into this. That takes care of that. And then this goes into this. It's our RGB, controlled by our thing, and then this goes down. The rest of this, we essentially just want to pull it as tight as possible down, and then that'll be the easiest way to cable manage it. And make it look nice. There we go. You can wrap the other bits back up. We're done. There we go. Okay, get that one out. I'm okay with having a little bit dangling down at the bottom here, just to make sure that we there we go. Not a whole lot to manage here. Just want it to be as thin as absolutely possible. There we go. Okay. Let's grab our other collection of zip ties. go. Just get this one a little bit more sealed. There we go. Okay. Clean. 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 Okay. This one we can actually run up to give it a little bit more flare. Give it a little bit, clear some of this out. Just use some of this to help eliminate some of the extra wire. There we go. Same thing with this little extra cable here. Just using a little bit of that. Yeah, the purple is just such a great poppy color. It just looks really good with black builds because it just pops really well. No, this one is not being given away. The one that we're potentially giving away, well, I doubt it'll be today though, is the one that is the PC that we're currently working on towards the sub goal. That one is the one we'd give away, which is the build that we did. Thursday. This is just a build and tear down at some point in time, after probably pictures and stuff. Okay, what we're working on here is just getting this clump down and then out so it doesn't show on the bottom. Make sure that's done. There we go. Okay. One more little kind of clump here, and then we got everything kind of cable managed in a clean way. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's just get some more, just kind of make this other side look nice, and then we'll be in a good state. I'm glad you're enjoying the build, Elster. We aim for schmexy builds. Oh, that's why this is like this. We have a line in between these. There we go. What am I hitting? Oh, I'm hitting the other side of this. I don't think that's going to need any cable ties, to be honest. Okay. Okay, let's pull these. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's all cable managed. It's nice and clean, nothing too crazy. I mean, the system's gonna get torn apart, so I can't be too wacky. Still like it to look good. Doesn't need cable ties? What are you talking about? Oh, over there? Thanks, Big Radio. Yeah, just for the, I mean, like, I'm also trying to be considerate of the fact that, you know, one of our team has to go tear this apart when I'm done. So it's like I do, like on these builds that are usually just for kind of show, I try not to be so crazy. Davey, is it Davey F? Thank you very much for the 1 month at tier 1. Okay, guys, so just real quick, because we're seeing a lot of people asking about questions about giveaways. So here's the giveaways we have. Head on over youtube.com/Robeytech Live, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, because if we get to 350 likes here on the show, then we'll give away two $25 Newegg gift cards. We're going to be coming up on our second hype train. If we get our second level 5 hype train, that'll also be a $25 Newegg gift card. Lastly, for the month of June, of which we're coming into the last half of the month, we're giving away a 3070 to one lucky subscriber over at twitch.tv/Robeytech. So if you're at youtube.com/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg, pop on over, use your free Prime sub like Stints, or actually no, Stints didn't. We've had a number of people use a Prime sub. That gets you 1 entry in towards winning that GPU. If you subscribe at tier 1, you get 3 entries. If you subscribe at tier 2, you get 5 entries. If you subscribe to tier 3, you get 10 entries. And then every gifted sub also gives you an extra entry as well. So every time you gift a sub, you get 1 extra entry. As long as you're subscribed during the month of June, you are in to win. Davey, thank you very much for the 3 gifted subs. Lastly, down there in the corner, you see where it says 321. When we get to 1,500 subs, we'll be giving away a 5600/6600 XT system. We built it on Thursday. If you want to go check that PC out, that's the other giveaway that's currently happening. And there's one at the very end of the show. We'll talk about that as well. Most of the giveaways happen at the end of the show. We do have some at like the level 5 hype train one or other ones that might just unlock during the show. So just stick around if you want to win. So that's all the stuff that's happening. Those are all the giveaways. Trying to get to 400. North of 400 today, because that puts us in good shape towards getting the last subs over the course of the next couple weeks. But that's everything going on. Those are the giveaways. We are building this build with NZXT and with Intel, so huge shout out to them for sponsoring. And we're getting really close because we're getting ready to put in the GPU now. So this is the build as it sits right now. Okay, so there it is right there. So we can peel this because this is now hooked up. There it is. So next up, ladies and germs, is the GPU. Okay. So we're gonna need this one. Okay, we're not gonna use that screwdriver. I'm gonna use the long one. Bear King and World's Last Hope, thank you very much for the subs. Okay. Also something different. These are solid, which is, I thought, interesting. I don't know if it's like an airflow reason or what, but solid connectors or covers in the back. Drew, yeah, Drew, they can take a little while. We usually send them out. They'll happen to clump. So you should see all of that stuff go out in about, you should see all of that stuff basically come out sometime in the next couple weeks. I have a bunch to kind of catch up on, so they go out in a big clump. So, and don't worry, it will come. Oh, all good. No, it's fair to ask. It's all good. Okay, let's grab our 3060 Ti now. Okay, so this actually uses 2 8-pins, which is pretty crazy. Okay, here we go. Oh, one more. Okay, let's drop this in here. There it is right there. Beautiful. Fills out the case nicely. Clean up that EVGA. Okay, let's get our screws in. No, it's fine. It doesn't get hot enough, and it's not an active on the 3060. It's not an active backplate, but those hoses are insulated. Yeah, if you wanted to avoid it, you could do it the other way if you wanted to. I just like the way this looks better, but you could do it the other way. Or you could do something, I mean, you could push it out a little bit more if you wanted to, because there it is, it's not touching it now. So it's off, but you still have that thing. So there you go, it's not touching it now. Okay, what else do I need? I need my cable extensions. There we go. Now we need our cable combs. Okay, these go this way. Getting some cable combs on. NZXT just doesn't register my CPU temps, but still shows my GPU temps. Have I counted that before? Is it just a cam software that could be a different issue? I have not had that problem. It could be, what motherboard do you have? Because it could be a sensor issue or a sensor compatibility issue with cam. Because it's cam reading, cam's getting it from your motherboard. Could be a driver, a chipset driver issue on your motherboard or stuff like that too that could also unleash it. So it may not just be an NZXT issue. Okay, come on. Oh, that's the wrong way anyway. No, I'm not. I would feel dirty about that, especially because it's other people's PCs that they didn't send. So no. It's a good question. I mean, like all in all fair, but if it wasn't so, I mean, if it wasn't what the whole thing came down to the fact that it was people's PC were literally out thousands of dollars, you know, that's what makes it happens. You could, if you wanted to, instead of doing CPU temp, do GPU liquid temp, because it probably registers that, which is still a good indicator of what how your CPU is doing. Also, check your just check your Asus what is it called? Oh man, Armory Crate and see if there's any chipset driver updates. Ti builds can be kind of all over the place. This is a little bit pricey for a 3060 Ti build because we're using a more high-end AIO, etc. And we're using we're using a little bit of an overkill 3060 Ti too. This is not a 3060 Ti that I would regularly recommend unless you were just trying to make something aesthetically fit your case. I'd rather do the XC over this. Monoxide, thank you for the stretch. Oh, it feels good. But this one's 2,000. You can do them for far less. You could do a 3060 Ti build for 1,500 bucks if you really wanted to. Yeah, that's the the 2-fan version is just a much better investment. This one we're doing just because simply it's a to make sure it fills it out. Kind of a weird build. But it looks good. The case is the NZXT H7. Brand new case from them. And we're showing it off along with the Intel CPU. And their new Z690 motherboards as well. So lots of NZXT love in this build, in this stream. There we go. Cool. Okay, so that takes care of that. Okay, so now we just have our PSU, guys. You'd have to buy the stealth version. There's a stealth version of a GPU that actually has them running the other way, but no, there is no way to run the PCI behind the thing. I like this version better because you just get the color out of it. But there is a stealth version where all the connections are on the other direction. If you want to do something like that, it's done by Gigabyte. I don't think it's out yet, though. I didn't see, actually don't have it up, but I'll drink now. There we go. It's getting hefty now. Okay, let's get this last part of the build done. Time for the C750. Well, I don't think this has ever been opened. Yeah, I have angled ones, but oh, I see what you're saying. So you can just run them back directly. Yeah, I guess you could do something like that. I mean, I like the showcasiness of the cables because it adds color. We'll do a PSU sniff. Why not? Yeah. Yeah, it's a preference. Build the extraordinary. See? And you get this awesome free travel bag. Love this bag. That's not bad. It's got a smell though. That's definitely got a smell comparatively to some of the other ones. What's up, Ben Merck? It's not as foul as some of the earlier. Yeah, yes, they use Seasonic, and they also use this rad bag, which Corsair does not give you. Yes, I do like. Well, I mean, there's Seasonic PSUs. Okay, let's get all our little baggies out here. What's up, Din? How are you? Ugh. Okay, what else do I need? Okay, let's grab the other bag, the other cables. I wish it was getting hot in Seattle. We've had like the coldest, rainiest spring in 150 years. And it's like making climbing mountains hard. Okay. So cables I need 24 pin. I can, it's a 3060, so I can definitely double this. There we go. PSU, see, that's our CPU cable. There we go. There's that. That one can go in there, that one can go in there. Okay, next we just need our, there we go. There we go. Okay, so that should be everything I need for this build. There we go. Okay, let's do, oh, dang it. After all that, I forgot to put the dang instruction book inside. It's not lower end, no. The 3050 and 3060 are kind of, and they're not even, like it's considered a more budget mid-tier GPU versus the 3070, 3080. But still, 3060 Ti is a dang good GPU. Come on, guys, 219 to 350. Let's see, can we get to 300? Can we just start, head over to youtube.com/Robeytech live. There are 500 people here right now. Popping over to youtube.com/Robeytech live. Go hit that thumb up button. Guys, we can get 350 now. Just go hit that like button. Remember, likes are free. Doesn't cost you anything. Okay, just plug in our cables real quick. There we go. SATA. There we go. And the last one, the PSU. Ooh, where's my, I didn't look for that. I must have left it in the bag here. Did I get, I'm curious, did I get a PSU? I wonder if they gave us PSU screws. Weird. No. Oh, it looks like our cam's frozen. I'll fix it. Okay, let me get that. It's being, man, let's get this fixed. Hey, stranger, thank you very much for the, there we go. We are back. Okay, let's go back to top down. Okay, and we're gonna grab our PSU screws, which we left in the bag. Okay, guys, 2 hours. That means that Hype Train is unlocked. Hype Train is unlocked, guys. Yeah, it looked funny that way. So Hype Train is unlocked. Let's get that last Hype Train, that last one. Let's see, can we get those last 75 subs today? It's up to you guys. Stranger's already got it started. DeWeezy one's got it started. Let's see, can we get a couple, like we need like 2 or 3 more people to get in on this, and then we'll be, we'll start up the Hype Train. Okay, let me hit play here. El Cazador trying to get it going too. Get the music going again. There you go. $325, guys. Let's get it going. Okay, here we go. Ugh. Going to side view. Okay, there we go. Stranger giving out a gifted sub. It's probably like 1 or 2. Let's see, can we get one more? Because I bet you after, if we see that one more, we'll see Hype Train, the Hype Train indicator. Okay, here we go. We got one of these. Thank you, Stranger. Davey, 1 gifted sub. Wow, it should be, I mean, I'm surprised. I think we should see it in here any minute. Unless the other ones were too far back. Pacing may just be a little off. We can do it, guys. We can do it. We're gonna make it happen. Dave's like, come on, let's do it, baby. Blade of Ice dropping 100 bits. Couple more 100-bit things, couple more, should hit it. El Cazador's done it. Should have definitely unlocked by now. We're way past where we should be for that. I wish there was a way to see, right? Like I guess because the music's gone for 2 hours, which is usually about that, which is like how long it takes. $329. Oh wait, it would help if I put this underneath, like not like a knob. I'm convinced it doesn't like us. I'm convinced I don't think it has anything to do with that. Okay, let's get these done. Yeah, I think we don't have it yet. Yeah, we have cable extensions for the purple. There we go. Okay, next up is this. I keep looking for it because I want it to be done so we can get it unlocked here. There we go. Strangers still giving out? Yeah, we trying. Yeah. I keep looking for it. But I'm looking for the giant blue. There's usually a blue indicator, but it's like I miss it all the time because I'm busy, you know, building a PC. Okay, let's check real quick on the front here. Still looks good. Okay, good. Okay, those look good. Okay, last cable. There we go. I'm hoping we'll actually end up with the other problem, like with the 40 series and 50, or with the 50 series, where actually they'll start focusing on power efficiency again. Because I just have this feeling that somebody in the world's going to be like, this is too much power, and like it'll be like the EU or somebody who's going to be like, yeah, you guys need to get more efficient. I can just see that already being a thing. Okay, build is done. Looks good, looks clean. There we go. Put those away. In here. Ugh. There we go. Charge that bad boy. The purple looks dapper, huh? Definitely fits, right? Okay, let's throw the back on. Start putting this build back together. There we go. Ugh. This goes like this. Maybe I put it the right way. There we go. Boom. Then grab our top. It's got lots of air holes. There we go. Done. Let's grab our front, which does not have lots of air holes, but there's plenty of breathing around for these fans to pull air. There we go. Build is put together. Let's zoom it up a little bit. Just check our cable fronts. Sure everything looks nice. Okay, that looks good. Oh, that's hitting. Pull that out and over. There we go. Okay, so build is done. Let's count our cable ties. Then we've got deals. Go through deals real quick, and then we'll turn it on. And then we'll do all of our giveaways. How many likes we got on YouTube, guys? The dust filter's not magnetic. It actually, no, the dust filter's not magnetic. The way it goes is it clips in, so it's actually not, it holds in. Okay, okay, so let's see how many we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. It's even today, guys. Even number. Even number. Yay, even today. There it is. Prediction is even. Boo, people are upset. Let's see how the odds are on that. Like, how did that end up lining up? So, 77, wow, it was a lot of people chose odd. Less people chose even. So 30 people chose odd, 23 chose even. Oh wait, that doesn't make any sense. So 90K, oh, but you bet. Okay, so yeah, there you go right there. So yeah, that's some good payout there on that one. Good payout on that one for sure for some people. Rigged? How is it rigged? How can I rig it? I just do it. I want a judicial recount. Wow. That's crazy level right there, guys. That's crazy level right there. Well, what do you guys think of how the build looks? There was a hanging Chad. Wow, that's like pulling like old school history right there. Yeah. See me after class. Okay, how are we doing on likes on YouTube? Sorry, I must have missed that. Just trying to say, that is true. 269. Come on, guys, let's get to 350. We don't. It says, wait, Tugboat says 331. Those are two very different numbers. That's a very different number right there. 269 likes. Okay, guys, head on over youtube.com/Robeytech live. Hit that thumbs up, and remember, if we get to 350, there's over 500 people here, and we can unlock that giveaway. Also, is there a 12th gen direct die frame? I do not know. I've never even looked for one. So yeah, 248. Come on, guys, let's go in. There it is. Let's hit those likes. Let's get those likes up. Even a long purple stripe. You mean like, oh, right over here? You mean on the right side? Oh, there's a D-lid kit, but no frame yet. I do know that you can actually buy a D-lidded 12900KS from NZXT. Yes, it's flyby. We've talked a lot about that. I haven't seen, the bending issue has been far less, but the washer mod we've actually done here on the show. Yeah. Yeah, you can buy a D-lidded. I think it's like $300 for the service. But yeah, we're actually going to be doing a video on that very soon. We're actually getting a D-lidded one from NZXT, and so you'll see a video on that here very soon. Yeah. Anyway, guys, let's see what we can do. How are we doing on the likes? Let's see if we can get those last likes. Guys, we have to have unlocked Hype Train. Yeah, head on over youtube.com/Robeytech live. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. We got to get to 350. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and let's start. I'm going to go ahead and start loading up deals here. So we can get those out of the way. Hype Train, I don't understand. A Hype Train has to have unlocked because it's been way over 2 hours at this point in time. But I haven't seen the... I wish there was a way to see if it's unlocked, you know? There isn't, though. Stranger trying to get it going. Let's see, can we get a Hype Train going? She need like I think it's 3 people. 3 or 4 people to unlock something. Let's get 100 bits. Let's do some stuff. Let's see if we can get to those last 68 subs today, so we can get closer to that PC giveaway. El Cazador dropping 100 bits. Yeah, we are way past 2 hours. PC Guy dropping a gifted sub. Can we get 2 more? See if we can do it. Two more, guys. It's got to be 2 more different people, not just two more things. It's got to be 2 different people. Victor. Okay, there it is. There it is. Victor did it. Blade of Ice did it. There it is. Hype Train unlocked. I knew it was happening. I knew it was available. Okay, so here we go. While we're unlocking all this stuff, this is like the last bit of the unlocking. Let's get this Hype Train done. Let's, Good Now dropping 500 bits. Comical Lizard dropping a bit. It's Flyby. Let's get this Hype Train finished. Try and driving towards that last, to 400 subs. Let's get these thumbs up, these likes done, and then we'll do our deals, turn the PC on, and we'll celebrate. Celebrate! Celebrate good times. Come on! It's a celebration. Let's do it, guys. El Cazador dropping 100 more bits. How high can we go? Let's see. I'd love to see if we can get to 400. So maybe we can do something cool at like 400. We'll see. Maybe there's something cool we'll do. If we get 400, maybe I'll find something to give away. Stranger giving out a gifted sub. Oh, I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? Yeah, that makes sense. If we get to 400... If we get to 400, we'll give away that 6500 XT that we couldn't give away yesterday. If we get to 400, so we'll give away a GPU. Get to 400 subs. That seems like a fair unlock right there, because the guy who won yesterday wasn't active. So because it was a giveaway thing, so we'll just make it the same. It was a tiered. It was tied to a sub thing. Then we'll give that away today. So if you guys want to unlock that 6500 XT giveaway because somebody couldn't win it yesterday, let's get to 400 subs, and then we'll give away a GPU. There it is. X or Icon, let's do it. David dropping 5 gifted subs. We're going to do it, guys. Come on, here we go. We've almost driven through most of them. Let's see how high we can go. We're going to give away a Gigabyte 6500 XT. That's what we want, guys. This is what this is all about. This is all the way to save us. Thank you, Dave, for that. He's like, screw it. Oh, thanks, Dougie. Blade, are you not subbed again? Did you lose your sub? Dude, you've given so many subs. That surprises me. I know it's not like, I mean, people do it again. 299 likes. We're 50 likes away. Or 55 subs away. Let's do it, guys. Stranger giving away another gifted sub. Bando XTC driving the Prime sub. We're almost 50 and 50 on both. That's what I try to do, Monoxide. I want to be. We're going to give away that. We're going to try and give away that 6500 XT. We got to get to 400 subs. No, Kiltman, you didn't. Blondie gets so mad. She gets so mad with the nose hair checks. But at 400 subs, I'll do a nose hair check too. Whoa. It's not what it, wait, so this thing's dispersed. It's like, okay, there we go. Got it back. Let's lock that bad boy. That is so gross. Oh, man. Come Come on, guys. We were going crazy. You guys are almost there. Fat Goblin resubscribing at tier 1. We can do it. We can do it. We can make it happen. Feel it. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Cosmic Jordan, world's last hope. Yokokurama, 44. There we go right there. Now we have less than 50. 45 subs to go. And we're giving away a GPU. We'll do that as soon as we hit 400. There it is, guys. Keep it going. Thank you very much for that, that dragon right there. 45 subs, guys. We can do it. Hawk, thank you for the follow. We're going to do it, guys. It's going to be incredible. Wow, that was like every single one of my, my icons right there. Stranger is still doing one at a time, finding some people to give it to. Let's keep it going. 4 minutes. How are we doing on likes, guys? Thank you, Pig. Appreciate it. It's okay, Dave. It's all good. Not everybody can do that. Thank you, MP Junkie. My kids got me the greatest gift. My kids and my wife got me the greatest gift. I'm getting flying lessons. So, 307. Guys, we're 43 away. 43 away of likes and 43 away of subs. It's like the same. And the build mat's getting closer. We can do it. Airplane, not skydiving, no. Let's do it. We can do it. Stranger is still doing his 1-1. Where we can find his own. Yeah, I'm going to literally just deliver PCs that way. Devoted Phantom, 5 gifted subs. Taking it to 362. Getting closer. Daily. I'm gonna say it wrong, but thank you very much. 1 month at tier 1 to Blade of Ice. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. 99%. We're almost at level 5, which unlocks the $25 gift card. Let's get that last. We're trying to get to 400. Yeah, it's at 99%. That was nice of you. Yeah, 99.999. The mo you know. That's pretty funny. Fat Goblin, 1 gifted sub, taking it to 100%. So we've unlocked a $25 gift card. We are now what? 35 away. 35 away from, there's Ali, there he goes. Now we're 35 away from the GPU giveaway. And how are we doing on likes on YouTube? Tin can telephone. What does that mean? Dame Shizzle, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. We're at the end of the show. I think you just came in at a weird place, Tin Can. So we've already finished the build. Nod Butterbutt. That's a good name. We're trying to give away a GPU, dude. $366, $313. It's getting there. Train is going. Yeah, it's going to Plaid. We got 1 minute left. We're crushing it, guys. So Mateo, go check out youtube.com/Robeytech. We have the Tough and the Acer Nitro 7, which are both great for under $1,000. And then you can just upgrade the RAM. Just going to dual channel RAM makes a big difference. You can see all this. It's a 3050. I don't remember what the CPU is, but go check them out. Both of them are there, and those are great options. Dougie, I'm not sure. I think we're actually pretty close to, I think they'll still go down, yes, a bit. But given how close we are to 40 series, 40 series, I'm not sure how much lower. Stranger, 1 more. 367. We're almost to 370, which means we're 30 away. How are we doing in likes? 322. We're getting close, guys. Are we going to be able to do it today? We're so close. I think we're running low on steam. eBay FEs and why not? So probably keep just falling in price. Oh, did somebody get? Was there a chat? Was there an ad? Yeah, there it is. Well, level 5. So we unlocked a $25 gift card. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we'll hopefully draw 3 winners because I think we're gonna get the 350. Not sure. I'm hoping the GPU still happens. Hopefully the giveaway, Fat Goblin's still giving away subs, which is awesome. But let's go ahead and do deals, which will give us a chance to hit that 350. Then we'll come back, hopefully unlock those last sub giveaways, turn on the PC because we got to do that. Take a look at it, do our oohs and ahs, and then hopefully do all those giveaways here at the end. So let's go to game. Okay, guys, so at the very end here, welcome to Robeytech.com, fairly newly redesigned. If you've ever been here, it's a great place for things like deals. If you want to have me do a build as an option, all that stuff is all located here. So here you are looking at this. If you ever want to do about a build, head on over here, hit this email, Robeytech, and there it is right there. So you can just email me, and then we can basically do a build. Schedule is right here if you're ever curious when I stream. These are build schedules, and tech-related gaming ones are on Tuesdays and Fridays typically. Then also our store here for things like our build mats, our shirts, all that sort of stuff is also here. And then if you're ever shopping at any of these locations, you just want to help us with that stuff, you can also do that here. Also, my links to all my socials are on this site, so things like Twitch, Robeytech, Discord, the three YouTube channels, our TikTok, Facebook, all that stuff is also located here if you want to know about that. If you want to rep some Robeytech, our wallpapers are here, like our both for our phone and for your desktop. And then if you have a build that you like here we have the NZXT build, all the parts. If you want to replicate this build, all of our builds from all of our streams are all up here. So if you see something that you liked and you'd like to replicate, or you want to know what the part is, it's the best prices as of that day. So that's where to check that out. Now, last thing on here is deals. So deals is interesting. So you have 2 ways to basically do deals. Tom is busy all the time. So follow at Robeytech Deals on Twitter, where you're basically going to get deals on PC components, games, televisions, all that sort of stuff. He's always looking for deals on tech, and he tweets on those all the time. We have about 20,000 people who follow right now. But every stream we try to find the best deals, so we try to curate like 5 or 6 deals every stream, so that's what we're getting ready to do now. So first one, Fantex Eclipse P500A. This is the high airflow mesh one. This is obviously not, this doesn't look like it's the RGB version. This is black, $129.99 after $20 rebate. Love this case, probably one of the best cases if you want to do a new PC build. Very, very easy to build in. Fits a 360mm AIO ATX. It's got the nice slots for running your GPU cables. Just a great, great case, and I really, really like it. Gigabyte GeForce RTX 3080 Ti, 12 gig. Looks like it's $999.99 for a sub $1,000 3080 Ti. That is a heck of a deal. So that is over right now over at Newegg as well. Seagate Firecuda 520. This is their 2 terabyte. This is their Gen 4 NVMe SSD. Less than $200 for a 2 terabyte for a Firecuda is a very, very good deal. That comes with the Drive Doctor, really, really high endurance. They're still very, very fast, but not as fast as the 530s. It's kind of like their mid-tier NVMe SSD. Antec Dark League, their DF700 Flux. This is a great case. It's got 2 fans down here at the bottom. You can see for direct, I'm sorry, you're getting the pop-up. You get 2 fans down here at the bottom for direct airflow, direct to the GPU. Does a 360mm radiator. It's got a great perforated front panel for airflow. Right now it's on sale $99.99 over at Newegg.com, and it does include the 2 rear fans, the 2 bottom fans, and the 3 front RGB fans. So those are all included. So the Flux system works out of the box, which is pretty neat. Gigabyte Z690 UD. This is one of their budget Z690 boards on sale right now, $169.99. And then the V2 V240 black radiator. So a 240 millimeter, I don't know what it is with V2, but they make really inexpensive coolers. $69.99 over at Newegg as well. Deals I'm most excited about, that 3080 Ti is a heck of a deal. Sub $1,000 3080 Ti. And I would probably say the NVMe SSD are the three. Actually, these top three are probably my favorite. So good job, Tom. Good job, Tom. And yeah, good job, Tom, on all of those. And then, like I said, if you want a screaming deal on a 3080 Ti, there's one for you right there. So that is it for deals today. Good job, Tom, on that. Really, really awesome. Okay, so that is it. How are we doing on likes on YouTube? Oh, thank you, Dougie. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Okay, let's run this through here. Ugh. Ugh. 333. Guys, we have 20 more, and there's 465 people here. Ugh. Okay, let's get this plugged in and go into mood mode. Last part of the build, getting this turned on. Okay, let's get it into mood mode. There we go. Okay, mood mode engage, guys, for maximum moodage. Okay, here we go, turning it on. And there it is, I heard it. It's a good sign. And it all lit up like a beautiful, look at that. Okay, so we will do some stuff to make, obviously, oh, I like that these are white already. I think what we'll do is we'll probably make those white and then this purple. I don't know, we'll have to figure that out. But there it is, guys, the build is done. Just waiting for the post there. That came out super clean. Yeah. Turn it on, turn it on. Yeah, turn it on again. There we go. So clean. I think it looks great. Okay, we'll do a side view so you guys can see it from the side view. It actually, I think it just came out really, really nice. Look at that. Nice, clean build. And by the way, it did post. There it is right there. So posted, we get our G.Skill RAM. I love their BIOS. Pretty straightforward in terms of BIOS. Right now, our CPU temp is sitting at a nice and cool 28 degrees Celsius, and motherboard temperature at 25, and CPU voltage at 1.12 volts, which is actually very, very good. So there we go. So there it is, all posted, all issues, all up, running, no problem, and we got it all done in no time. And I love like feeling a little bit of air there, but man, this build came together pretty smoothly. I will say, NZXT H7, just a very, very easy case to build in, all up, right? Like in terms of, you got plenty of room around the top to do stuff, plenty of room for cable management. Where you could see potential issues is just how thick that rear area is. If you're gonna throw a bunch of like RGB, like do a bunch of Corsair stuff, but if you're gonna stick with like a simple ecosystem for RGB, like EK, NZXT, all that sort of stuff, you're gonna have plenty of room in this case just to kind of hook things up and not have a problem. Yeah, Dweezy, you're absolutely right. Both they have a flow version of this case as well, which means you have airflow at the front. So if you wanted to just have the perforation, but I've been really impressed with the attempts that we get at this, and that's mainly because there's just a lot of area here on the side and in the bottom for the fans in the front to pull air. And then if you wanted to throw 140s in the front, it gets even better, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, Evanski, it's one of those things that I've noticed about G.Skill, and I don't know what it is until you have it sync via the software. It has this. There's always like one RAM stick that likes to be whack. I don't know what it is, but it just is something that they always do. So yeah, I don't know why or wow or how or whatever it is, but that is what it is. Guys, we're 10 likes away from that last bit. So if you want to head on over youtube.com/Robeytech Live, hit that thumbs up button. We're 10 likes away from unlocking the other 2 gifted subs. And we are, I don't know, we're 32 away from giving away a GPU. So just 10 people got to go over, hit that thumbs up button. Likes are free. We're 32 away if we want to unlock the GPU giveaway. Do we call it? Do you think we can do it, guys? 7 to go on the I think we'll hit the likes. I'm not worried about the likes, but yeah. It's all good. You're fine with just do it, yeah. Listen to Nike. I'm doing good. Thank you very much. Thank you for asking how I'm doing. Build mat's getting really close. One more, and then we'll do the giveaway. I'm gonna get it primed. I'm so worried. I'm so not concerned we're gonna do it. There it is. 350. Okay, we're gonna be drawing exclamation point Newegg now. Exclamation point Newegg now. $25 Newegg gift card. We're going to draw 3 winners. Starting those entries right now. 3 winners. And YouTube is working too. Awesome. Cool. 3 winners. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Go grab a basket real quick while you guys are doing that. Oh, let's go to side view. Oh, yeah, you guys. Oh, side view's up so you guys can see the build. I want to make sure you guys can see it. See the build. See the build. Enjoy the build. I think this build came out so clean. There it is. Keep it going, guys. "36 seconds, guys. We're going to draw 3 winners. Oh, Pig Radio, thank you. Yeah, it does. It came out really clean. Three winners. That's right, Vicar. 6 seconds. Nice. I like it, Canadian gamer. Okay, you guys can no longer enter the raffle. Oh, Blade of Ice wins. Hawk1 wins. And Joe the Ripper. Congratulations, Joe the Ripper over on Twitch. Blade of Ice over on Twitch. And Hawk1 over on YouTube. Congratulations. There it is right there. That's awesome. Congratulations, all of you guys, for that stuff. No more entries. Well, guys, we did not unlock that. We did not unlock that GPU giveaway, but I'm not worried about it. We'll have more chances to do that. Thank you so much to everybody who did such an incredible job of supporting us today. You guys were all very, very thankful. Like I said, it helps support an amazing team that makes content like this and allows us to continue to do stuff like this all the time. Super big shout out to my mods, to my tech specialists as well. They are incredible. They're always here trying to keep chat clean, keep chat friendly. Thank you for that. Also, huge shout out to Blondie and Tom, who like seriously like the rocks, basically making sure we have the deals, make sure that the builds are all set up, make sure that the stream's all done, that we have the coverage we need. So guys, there's a lot of stuff that the team does here to make sure you guys get to see awesome episodes of Robeytech every time. There is one last giveaway that we're going to have The way that basically works, at the very end of the stream, we're going to go offline. Head on over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live. Let us know down in the comments below something you liked, you didn't like about the show. Leave us some feedback. That's the way that we grow. What we'll do is we'll choose one lucky winner to win $25. It's worldwide as long as you can accept PayPal or Venmo. And then we usually deliver those within 4 to 6 weeks of once we draw the winners, which is every 2 weeks. So it takes about 2 weeks to draw a winner for this episode. Lastly, coming up, next show. There may be a game stream or two over the weekend. It all depends on what I'm able to do. We've actually hit all of our streams this week, and we had a ton of streams going on. Next official stream will be Monday. We're going to be doing the Borg build. That's going to be a little bit early, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Pig Radio made a super cool, made a really, really rad intro for it. So we're going to be basically getting to show that. That's going to be a lot of fun. So that's going to be happening on Monday. Then we have a mod workshop on Tuesday. Ridiculous build, guys. If you're a Lee and Lee 0-1 fan, I know some people are like, what? No, but I'm really excited about this one. That's going to be happening on Tuesday. Then the next stream after that will be on Thursday, and then we'll be back to our regular schedule stuff. Another one that you should be excited about, Corsair Live will be happening on Friday. We'll be showing off. We'll have some really, really great deals on Corsair peripherals and some Elgato stuff. So you're gonna, if you have some things that you want to get from Corsair Elgato, exclusive deals happening on that day, and that'll be happening on Friday for Amazon Live. I think that is everything, though. Yeah, and make sure that you put your email in your YouTube profile. That's something super important because we need to be able to reach out to you. If we have no way to reach out to you, we always tell winners via email from an @robeytech.com address. We don't tell you via Telegram or whatever it was. So if you see a message like that, it is not true. You're very, very welcome. Anyway, guys, I think that is it. Anything else that you guys can think of? Anyway, okay, awesome. Anyway, guys, have an absolutely amazing night. Super huge shout out to NZXT and Intel for sponsoring this episode. I super love that all of you guys were here. Thanks for having your Saturday night with me. Have a great evening, and we will see you guys. Oh, and happy Father's Day to all of your fathers. Have a great evening, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.